Welcome to Black Children's Books Read Aloud. Granny, Grandpa, and Me. Written by Julia A. Royston. Illustrated by Derek Thomas. Where are her parents? The judge asked that day. The reply was, she's a ward of the state and her parents went far away. My grandparents objected. They had a reason to pray. She is our grandbaby, Grandpa said. In our home, we asked she stay. I was too young to know why my parents went away, but the judge knew where I should live on that special day. To a new home with a white picket fence and a crib for a head to lay. Wrapped in a pink blanket, I was home and here to stay. Hello world, it's time to meet me. My first real adventure, outside with the flowers and trees. I'm a princess, and all smiles in my stroller front seat. Granny and Grandpa strolling through the park with little old me. I learned how to walk out in the park. Grandpa taught me to run, starting out at on your mark. Tinkerbell ran too, jumping with a make-believe bark. We had lots of fun, always getting home before dark. Soon I started my first day at school. I was old enough to ride the bus and follow the rules. Granny waved by and Grandpa did too. I knew they would miss me and I would miss them. Boo-hoo. They taught me to ride my bike and sometimes I would fall. Grandpa said, never give up and you'll do the best of all. He said the day would come when I would not be so small. And I would remember this lesson. This one I would want to recall. Grandpa took me to the museum to learn my history. The statues and the paintings of old guys looking back at me. He said, learning is great and must not be a mystery. You must grow up strong, loving and wise, but smart as you can be. Granny taught me how to clean and be neat as a pin, put my clothes away and my toys in its special bin. My hair was brushed with a ponytail on top and that made me grin. My shoes had such a shine that I could see my face reflecting. Granny noticed I need new clothes, shoes and a whole lot more. My old ones I'd outgrown. She threw them on the floor. Look, Grandpa, she is so tall. As Granny made a mark by the door, Grandpa did not argue and took us to the downtown mall store. Father-daughter dances, Grandpa twirling me as you please. Mother-daughter luncheons, Granny saying, hold your cup right for some tea. Skating, basketball, cheerleading, and soccer. Plenty of band-aids for my poor scraped knees.
Ouch!
Events galore. Granny and me were the most faithful attendees. Pimples now were appearing, creeping upon my face, and my emotions were funny and all over the place. In middle school, it's an epidemic, and we couldn't keep pace. I wanted to run and hide, but Granny said, no worries, girl, it's only a phase. A boy winked at me at lunch by the cafeteria door. I was speechless, froze, and my eyes fell to the floor. He was a basketball player, handsome, and with each shot, he would score. Grandpa said he had to get by him first before he did anything more. History, science, technology, and college-level math. Clubs, gym, and then to English to study Steinbeck's Grapes of Wrath. Granny said, study hard. We couldn't go to college. It just wasn't on our path. Grandpa said, you have beauty and brains. You can achieve all of that. I turned 18 and time for a license to drive. Grandpa, I said, what if I should fail? I need you on the passenger side. He said with a big smile, there, baby girl, Remember the bike and give it your best try. He prayed, winked, and I passed my first time. He said, "That's my girl," his face full of pride. The boy who winked way back when asked me to go to the prom. He met my grandparents at our home address. The questions were asked and his answers passed the test. I said yes, and I put my heart to rest. And now to find my dress. The food, the dancing, oh my, it was so much fun. My prom was the best. Today's the big day, head full of curls and on top the cap and gown. Granny and Grandpa on the front row, their joy all abound. Diploma in hand, picture perfect, the proudest family in town. We did it, I'm finished. But they said no, not yet, you're still college bound. I picked a really good school, not away too far. They helped me box up my things. They packed them in the car. 4 years I stayed focused, never any time for the bar. Care packages with all my favorites, homemade preserves in a jar. One day, years later, he asked my grandpa, then me too. He said, "Will you marry me?" And to that I said, "I do." My dress was all white and Granny's was bright blue. Next year, my own baby would arrive for Granny and Grandpa to love too. It's my turn now to show forth the love, the unconditional kind, sent straight from above. We're packing again. All is left behind is the tub. Standing in the front yard, neighbors waving, just one more loving hug. It is my plan, my goal and dream to take care of my heroes. They are my winning team. My house is their house. No nursing home, you see. They will stay close until they are in heaven eternally. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Most importantly, please support the author by purchasing their book. Until next time.